Sup guys, Christos here and welcome back for another video. In today's video, I am going to be giving you my October monthly income report update. This is something I release on the 1st or 2nd of every single month where I basically go through my previous month's income in a bid to be as transparent as I possibly can be with you guys, as this channel is about investing and making money. So what I'm going to do is jump on my laptop in just a second, go through each of my different income streams and let you know how I got on for the month. So if that's something you're looking forward to, make sure you hit a like on this video down below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and without further ado, let's jump into it. Okay, so if it's your first time here, this is basically my income spreadsheet that I fill in every single month. I have pre-filled it in. I'm just going to be revealing the figures in just a second, but if you've been watching these videos before, you'll know exactly what this looks like. We have my 6 main income streams. So we've got my reselling business, my affiliate business, my dividend incomes from my investments, my rental property, my YouTube channel, and then I have like an other section just for some little side hustles that I do as well. So I'm just going to go through each one of these in no particular order at all. And let's start off this month with the other section because I've got a little bit to talk about with this section this month. So first up, what we have is a coaching business. So basically what I do is I actually teach people on how to get started selling on Amazon, very much complete beginners, helping people get started with their account, showing them the basics of finding profitable goods to resell on Amazon and eBay. And basically this month we had a total sales figure of £370, and these were all one-to-one Skype calls. I do not have an online course. I do have an ebook, which we're going to get to in a second, but £370 just to be able to talk to people and help them out with their business. And this month was quite a good month and I was really happy with that. So that was really good. Now, one thing that I did actually want to mention about my coaching business is that one thing that I'm actually thinking about doing in the new year is that, as you can see, we've got all of my different income streams and I get so many different questions about each one. So I get people asking me about my reselling business. How do I actually make money from affiliates? How do I even get started with dividends, YouTube? I get kind of a little bit of mix of questions for every single one. And I actually thought a really good idea is to start creating some mini courses, online video courses around each of these different topics, just showing people how to get started. Maybe courses on how to maybe make your first affiliate sale. Really small, really cheap price points. But I was thinking about going and creating just a set of different courses that I can point people towards, just because I get so many questions. So if that is something that you're interested in, like I said, it's just a thought right now. I wouldn't be doing anything at least until the new year. Make sure you let me know in the comments section down below, and that may give me the push to want to spend some time and create these courses maybe over the next couple of months. But like I said, it's just a thought at the moment. Moving on to the ebook sales. If you've been following these on a monthly basis, I haven't been doing too well with the ebook sales, but I haven't been pushing it. And once again, this month I did 0 in ebook sales. That's absolutely fine, because one thing that I actually do as well with the one-to-one sessions, I actually give a free copy of the ebook as just a form of them being able to look at some guidance without really having to take notes through the session. So I still use the ebook on a regular basis, but I use it more now as a value proposition for the coaching calls and things like that. So it's still not a complete waste, but in terms of just single ebook sales, we're at 0. In terms of freelance work, we didn't have any freelance work coming this month. Just in terms of the freelance work that I do, I design websites just for small businesses. This is something that I don't really push that much. Before I got into the whole YouTube thing, I actually did website design pretty much in my complete spare time alongside my full-time job. But right now I've got so many other things that I'm doing, such as this YouTube channel, that takes up so much of my time. So in terms of this month, freelance work was absolutely 0 once again. In terms of cashback this month, I actually decided to take some cashback out. So basically what I use is Top Cashback. I use some other cashbacks sites as well. What I'll have is a link in the description to those if you wanted to sign up. But this month I actually decided to cash out £97 worth of cashback in the form of an Amazon gift card voucher, which I'm going to spend on some good things in the coming month as well. So in terms of my other total income for the month of October, it came to a total of £467 on the dot. Now, let's move on to my dividend incomes. And I did have a small dividend income this month from my Coca-Cola investment, which was £13.25. I didn't have any from my Trading 212 account. I've mentioned this many times before, but basically most of my stocks in my Trading 212 account are very much growth stocks that don't actually pay a dividend at the moment, to say the least. So this one was once again zero, making the total of my dividend incomes for the month of October of £13.25. Now, let's move on to my reselling business. Now, what we're actually coming up to in this month is actually Q4 for Amazon and eBay, which is going to be a really busy period. For me and my business, it's normally November and December where I see like kind of the really big sales, but we did have some nice sales this month in terms of October. I've been selling quite a few advent calendars recently, and that's kind of topped my sales up. And basically, if you've watched this the first time, all I do from this business is I pay myself £750. This is simply because my Amazon and eBay business is split out into a limited company, and for tax purposes, it's best just to pay me a set amount. But I did actually make a lot more money than that this month, just for the record. But in terms of what I actually pay myself in terms of an income is £750 into my actual bank account. So it's only right that I mentioned that figure in this kind of report, but I did actually make more money than that. But obviously that money gets reinvested into my business. So that was my Amazon and eBay sales. However, private sales, I actually had quite a nice little private sale this month, and he hasn't actually picked it up yet. But basically the desk that I am filming this video on is actually sat underneath one of these kind of sit stand desks. And basically my friend, who is also another YouTuber slash videographer and all of that good stuff, has decided to come and purchase this entire setup from me for £365. I did give him a little bit of a discount. It did cost me actually way more than that. But as he is a friend, I decided to kind of knock some money off because I know it's going to a good home. But basically I made £365 off that. He hasn't picked it up yet, but like I said, the sale's been agreed, so I thought I would actually kind of include it in this kind of monthly report. Otherwise I would have just included it in next month as well. But the only reason he hasn't picked it up yet is because it's absolutely massive, and it's going to need like a van or something to come and pick that up. But in terms of the income from my reselling business this month, the total income was £1,115 that went into my bank account. Now, let's just quickly move on to the rental property side of things. This is very much straightforward. My tenants pay me a set amount every single month. I have very limited bills with this flat as well. I haven't had to pay my service charge yet. I believe that's going to come into next month, so I probably won't even include my income in next month's report. But basically it comes in at £1,100 every single month. My tenants have been absolutely great in terms of the 17 months that they've been actually renting this flat off me. But yeah, £1,100 straight into the bank account every month. Like I said, all of this income, and I'll mention this in a second, is all pre-tax, just to make sure you guys are aware of that. We'll get to that in a second, but that's exactly what come from the rental property. There's not really anything else I kind of charge. The only way that this figure would probably change in the future is if I decided to either raise the rent or drop the rent, which both of these are probably unlikely to happen in the near future. So that's the rental property. Let's now move on to my affiliate business, which is one of my main income streams. And as you can see, what I've written down here is a load of the different apps that I kind of promote. One thing that I did before I started making personal finance videos, I actually made a lot of Amazon YouTube videos, and I promoted a lot of Amazon softwares that I use for my business. So they're going to be included in this. We've got various different trading apps where you get free shares from the apps. You've got Skillshare. We've got Online Jobs, which is basically an outsourcing software. There's so many different affiliate products. I didn't want to go through each and every single one of them. Otherwise, this would be a 45-minute video. But basically, from a total combination of all my affiliate payments that I received in October, I made a total of £1,613. And like I said, because I'm not going to add them all up, that is going to be the total that I made from my affiliate business. Now, one thing that I really did want to say, I know I mentioned about the courses, this is one that I'd really like to make a course on, because it is so easy for you to be able to start a business in affiliate marketing. And for me, it's by far one of the most rewarding ones as well, because basically what I'm able to do is create free content and give free value, give free insights into the tools that I use. And then if you wanted to take advantage of that, You obviously can go and grab that by yourself, but at the same time, I get a kickback at no extra cost to you. And I think this is a really good business model for anybody that is kind of involved in a certain niche that wants to give value as a form of getting some money back in terms of a thank you. Without actually charging your viewers. So yeah, this is a really good business model, and I would love to show some people in the future down the line sometime how to actually get started in this. So do make sure you let me know if that's something you're interested in. Now, moving on to YouTube now, AdSense, it's not really been the greatest for me recently, but there has been a couple of things. I have been away on holiday. I am still feeling the effect of not making that much videos in September. However, in the latter part of October, it has now been on the rise again. I'll throw up a little screenshot of how it's now actually starting to look, but this month was actually probably my worst month this year so far. If we take a look, yeah, it was £280 in AdSense revenue. If we take a look at September, it was, there we go, £350. It was 343 in August, it was 366 in July, it was 415. So not my best month in terms of AdSense, but like I said, I'm filming 5 videos a week at the moment and my AdSense is starting to go up. But this one for me isn't like a game changer, it's just there, you know, like I say, the videos that I create are completely free for you guys. Everyone can watch them on YouTube. This is just a number that just kind of comes in, and it's something that I completely do not rely on. But having said that, it's still a nice little bonus to have. Now, sponsored videos, don't really do any sponsored videos at all. So that one is going to be at 0. Sponsored posts in terms of Instagram posts, once again, haven't been contacted to do any. And the likelihood is if I was contacted, I won't be doing them either, because it's really not worth my time in terms of how much work actually has to go in for such a small amount of money in terms of the followers that I currently have. So that was once again 0. So that means my total for the month in terms of my YouTube business was £280, which I haven't filled in here. Let me just pop that in. £280. There we go. So they are all of the different income streams in terms of the money that I made in October. Now, one thing I did mention throughout the video was that this is all money that I've made pre-tax. I actually got my tax bill through from last year's tax year, and it wasn't very nice. It was like £10,000 or something, which I'm not very happy with, but it's all part of running a business. So one thing just to mention is that all of this is pre-tax. And no expenses are being taken into account here, but realistically I don't have that many expenses. The only thing that I normally do from time to time is buy the odd piece of camera equipment to try and improve this YouTube channel, so I always mention that when I do. But in terms of this month, the combined income was a total of £4,588.25 pre-tax once again. Last month my income was actually a little bit worse than that, but if you did watch last month's income report, I did mention I pretty much did 0 work for the entire month. So that was £3,951, which gives us a total difference of the month of £636.94 better off than last month. Like I said, it's not where I want to be right now, but I'm still really happy with it. I don't want it to come across that I'm complaining, but one of my biggest goals this year was to have a 10K month, and it doesn't really look like I'm going to get there. But at the end of the day, one thing that I'm very happy with is that, number one, I'm not having to go to my 9 to 5, and I am surviving in my first year of being a full-time entrepreneur, which was my main goal for 2021. So really happy with this in terms of an income report. I'm hoping November and December is going to be a little bit higher, because we've got the Amazon and eBay business in the Christmas period, and that money is going to hopefully go up as it naturally should do. But yeah, I hope you got some value from this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it gives you some inspiration or maybe some motivation in any way, shape or form. If it did, please do let me know down below in the comments section. Leave this video a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.